Guys, please do not do this. Do not do what I used to do back when I started video editing because it just was not good and it did not work. Plus, it can make your videos look unprofessional. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. So recently I've been thinking over all the stuff that I used to do when I was video editing and how far I've come since that first time that I opened up software and tried it out and started video editing. And I just realized all those changes and little things I shifted around to make my editing process faster, more efficient, and look better. And that was due to 5 mistakes that I kept on constantly doing in my old videos. So one of the big ones that I learned more recently over the past year is that I had been not using that much B-roll and my videos could often get boring or drag on too long because I didn't have a shift in my environment or a different shot to kind of shake things up a little bit, which led the video to be often static and just not pleasing to watch at all. So at the current job that I'm at right now, we had a lot of access to B-roll and music and all that stuff. And I was able to implement this more so in my videos in a way that I had never done before because it was all available to me. And that's really when I figured out the power of B-roll and changing up your scene to making a video more engaging. And especially if you're creating this stuff for YouTube, Instagram, social stuff, any of that kind of stuff, you really have to grab for people's attention in the first 30 seconds or through the entire video, whether that be a normal video or a TikTok or a YouTube short, especially in those. You really have to focus on the retention and keeping your viewers watching all the way through. And B-roll can certainly help you tell a story better, as well as change the pacing of your video and the quality of your video too. So there's some awesome resources out there like Envato Elements, which is like a paid subscription, but they have like so much stuff from music to sound effects to stock footage to graphics, you name it, they have it. And I'm not even joking, like they have so much stuff for like 15 or 20 bucks a month, whatever it is, that you can get, and it's just insane. So that is what I've been using at my current job for B-roll clips here and there, sound effects, all that good stuff. So one thing that I had not been doing that could have been so crucial in more retention and also just the flow of my video better was that I was not covering my edits. So what I mean by this is that when you're editing a video and there's lots of cuts in between, what you can do to cover your edit so it's not like so choppy like this, where it's so hard to hear what I'm saying because it skips every 4 seconds. What you can do is either one, change the angle so you can zoom up on the frame a little bit during your edits to kind of give them more of a separated feeling so it doesn't feel so much like you cut it out and it's a clear cut and chop, as opposed to maybe it was a different camera angle and it's so seamless you don't even know. But you have to be careful of this one because you can sometimes overdo this, especially when you do not have that many spaced out clips and they're all cut within like 3 or 4 seconds or even shorter than that. It can be a little too much. So you have to be careful of that. And one way that you can also further cover up your edits, if maybe you don't want to keep on switching the camera angle or feel like you've done it enough, is to have B-roll on top. So that way your audio is still playing underneath it, but then you have your B-roll enhancing your storyline. And also it can just cover up that edit for you. This is such a useful one that I didn't know for so long and didn't realize I was doing it until someone kind of told me and corrected me on that. And it helped me so much because the type of videos I was creating could use a lot of B-roll and stuff to enhance the storyline. And I just didn't even realize that I had been doing that. And before I hadn't had a lot of access to B-roll anyway. So it was a lot harder for me to get stock videos. So I didn't even really try. And you don't always need B-roll. Sometimes it can enhance the story, but sometimes you don't always need it for like YouTube videos or instructional videos. It really depends on kind of what video you're creating. But if you can use it where you can, don't overdo it, but this can certainly help. So one that I struggled with so much when I was first starting out was finding music. I mean, this was like the brick wall in front of me finishing videos. Sometimes it was like I had to get the right music, and there just wasn't that much stuff that was like free that I could use. And I have some videos for you guys. You don't have to keep on searching and finding these crappy music sites or whatever. And I've created videos in the past like this one that will be in the link in the description or in the iCards for you guys to check out some free music that you guys can get that are absolutely quality sounds. And I really wish I had found those sites sooner so that I could implement that into my own videos. And it was so great after I did, because I found out what I was missing out in telling my story, or just having music that actually didn't sound like cheesy or like really low budget. Because no one likes to watch a video that's poorly made and there's not much effort into it either. And yeah, it does show. So if you guys have not been using these, then you have truly been missing out, and that is hotkeys. Because hotkeys can definitely speed up the way you do your edits and all that stuff. And it is so much faster using hotkeys and knowing what you're doing on the keyboard in your editor so that you can make better videos faster. This video from Think Media was super helpful in me finding ways to customize my keyboard shortcuts for me to be faster at editing and also have different hotkeys in more convenient places. So one that I absolutely use and love to death all the time is I switched up my hotkeys to X. So I click X to cut, and that will do a full cut down the timeline. Or if you select a couple clips, it will only cut those. And so I use X for that. And then for Z, I just use that to ripple delete. So I can just select clips, hit Z, and everything will shift forward that's in front of that clip. So I just hit X and then maybe move forward X if there's like a dead spot or something like that and I want to cut it out. And I just select all of that, hit Z, and I just keep on going. And this has superpowered my way of editing so much. I can't even tell you guys how useful this is. And I encourage you guys to go try it out too, because it is so awesome. And I don't want you guys to miss out on this great opportunity. Also, knowing the common hotkeys for tools such as the ripple edit tool, or also like the rate stretch tool. And once you guys start using these hotkeys a lot, they'll get stuck in your memory, and that way you'll be able to create videos way faster than you used to. It's happened to me, and I'm sure it will happen for you. I mean, that's basically the purpose of a hotkey, is to make your editing hot. I don't know, faster, hot. I don't know. Also, another one that I had been missing out on was finding really good graphics for your videos to also make them appealing if you want to add a title screen, transition, or other stuff like that. I also have a video on that right here or in the iCards if you want to check that out, on how you can find stock templates and stuff like that for your videos to make them look a lot nicer. And there are other websites like Emotion Array and stuff that will give you free templates that you can use. And some of them can be pretty good quality too. So I suggest that you look up some websites that are maybe free or paid or whatever your budget is, and just go out there and find some templates that you really enjoy using and start using them on your video and watch the results happen, because they will make such a difference in how your video comes across, if it is professional or non-professional and all that stuff. Using graphics can often break up your shot if needed, or if you have like a transition, it can break up the shot. Or if you really need to have a title screen at the beginning just to like enhance the video further, I would suggest you use it. And also, don't use transitions too much, as it can be distracting from the video or the story itself. So just keep that in mind. Also, using like lower thirds or something like that is also a great way to like introduce someone instead of having like a big title screen, or a subtle way to have like maybe a subscribe button like that, or other stuff. And using these little graphics can help your audience know whether to take action on something, or maybe just a little message that you didn't have time to say and you added afterwards, something like that. It's just a great way to pop on the screen something that you want to get across to your viewer. Well, I hope this really helped you guys kind of narrow down some mistakes that maybe you were making and you didn't even know. These certainly helped me a lot, and I was so happy to share them with you. If you guys really enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification notification below to get notified about future videos. And also, if you want to know how to find free quality music for your next video, you can click on this video right here, and I'll see you over there. Bye guys.